Why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline. Hey, howdy everyone. As you can tell by the song that I'm trying to sing, that I cannot sing, today's makeup is going to be brought to you by, no, it's not sponsored. When I say brought to you by, it's just my little way of saying, this is the makeup I'm using today. And it is Maybelline's Fit Me. That's the finishing powder, loose finishing powder. This is the Fit Me Matte foundation. I've already put like 2 coats of Maybelline Colossal mascara on, and I already did a little bit of color correcting under the eye with Maybelline Full Coverage concealer, cover corrector, whatever you want to call it. And I will be using Maybelline Superstay 24 lip gloss for the lips. Okay, lippy. So let's get started. But wait a minute, y'all thought I was gonna forget, didn't you? You thought I was gonna forget. No. Rocky don't forget stuff like that. You know what to do. Come on now. Go ahead, that little red rectangle down there, I think it's in the right hand corner below this. It's gonna say subscribe. That's right, use your hooked on phonic. Subscribe. Subscribe. Go ahead, let's do it. All right, do it. Hit me with your best shots. Come on now, hit me with your best shot. I know, got a little door right there. But anyway, okay, let's get started. Like I said, I'm a full coverage person. I normally, since I cannot find I don't know why I can't find it. I just had it. My little mixing pan. Whenever you work with foundations, you either, wait a minute. My bad. I thought it had a pump on this one because I know the other Maybelline has a pump. What was I thinking? You want to kind of warm it up either in a mixing pan and swirl it around, or put it on the back of your hand. That way you can get your body heat, swirl it around. Your body heat will warm it up and it'll help blend it, help it melt into your skin a lot better. Now I normally start, as you can see, I start at my jawline and chin line. I should have showed you before I started. Anyway, I have some discoloration called hyperpigmentation. I've had it forever. But you always want to start, some people, wherever you have need the most coverage, that's where you want to start at. And that's where I need the most coverage. So that's where I start. Some people start around the nose, some people start around the eyes. But I start there because that's where I need the most coverage. That way, because I know I'll end up putting another coat over it. So that's why that's the purpose of starting there first. And like I said, I usually try to do my eyes. If I'm going to do eyes, I do my eyes. Ooh, that's a little much. I do my eyes first. That way, and you want to try to, you don't have to. You do you, boo. But the reason I do my eyes first, especially if I'm dealing with mascara and certain eyeshadows have fallout, mascara. I'm not good at applying mascara. That's why I'm trying to get good at applying falsies, because I'm not good when it comes to mascara. Sometimes, especially when you're dealing black or any colored mascara, it's going to, it's not going to, but sometimes with me, it always managed to get on my cheeks or underneath my eye or up here or whatever. So you do your eyes first. That way, if you mess up or get smudged or whatever, you won't ruin your whole makeup face. Make sense? Same with your eyebrows, although I very rarely do eyebrows. But, deal with your eyes first. That way, if there's any eyeshadow fallout, how when fallout is like when the eyeshadow is too powdery and it flakes down onto your cheek. Well, if you've already done your foundation and powder and stuff, and you get blue eyeshadow or green eyeshadow or whatever on your cheek, now what do? You're gonna have to try to blow it off or fluff it off, whatever. To me, just go ahead and do your eyes first, or that's what I do. Anyway, you do you, however you want to. But that's the reason why I do my eyes first, is just in case I mess up, have some smudges, and I know I will, because I always do. I know y'all probably saying, Rock, you need to be more positive. I am more positive. I'm positive it's going to mess up. But no, I am trying to get better at, so I don't have any smudges. But that's the reason. And also, speaking of on this foundation, now when you go to purchase this Fit Me foundation, let me put the top back on so I can show you better. On this foundation, make sure if you have oily skin, make sure you get the one that says, because they have a formula. This formula is formulated for oily skin. They have another formula formulated for dry skin. Now, the difference, they're both in the same bottle, same size, same top, same everything. The only difference is on the oily formula right here, just above where that little blue line, it says, I know you probably can't see it right now, but trust me, take my word for it. It says matte poreless, matte poreless. So if you have oily skin, make sure you get the formula that says matte poreless, because the dry skin formula is just going to be blank there. There's not going to be anything there, no words. So it's going to, but it's the same style bottle, same black cap, and it's going to say Fit Me. That's the only difference, is look for, if you want the formula for oily skin, it says matte poreless. Otherwise, get the one that has no writing there. Okay, so that's the difference. Let me finish blending this. Okay, it should be. And in between layers, foundation, powder, I already primed. That's what I forgot to tell you all. I already primed. Since I did not use Maybelline primer, I used my Holy Grail primer, which is Becca Evermatte. It is my Holy Grail primer. I did not showcase it, did not show it, because it's not a Maybelline product. Okay, so that's that. Now, what we are going to do, and speaking of powders, okay, this is a finishing powder, loose powder. Now, what I have done with my powder, where is it? Why is it everything? That was just up here. Hold on. Arg! Here it is. Fell on the floor. Okay. Loose powder, you all know how loose powder is. It comes in this thing. I don't know what, come on now. So what I normally do with my loose powder, I put it, and I travel a lot. I usually transfer, I put my loose powder in a bottle like this. And I have it marked, Fit Me, loose powder, Fit Me powder, finishing powder. Now, speaking of powders, there is a difference between finishing powders and setting powders. Finishing powders do not set your makeup, okay? They do not set your face. Finishing powders is just for if you need a little extra color, or you want to smooth out your face, make it a little flawless, just smooth, flawless, whatever. But it's not a setting. Setting powder is what I used earlier when I did my under eye concealer and under eye color corrector. I used my Ben Nye Topaz. I used Ben Nye Topaz to set, and I since it's, although it's a better container than the Fit Me, because with the Ben Nye, it has the little, the little hole thingies, like shaker hose. But since I travel a lot, I don't need to carry this big, huge container. So I just put a little bit. And since I only use the Ben Nye for setting, I don't even have to fill this all the way up. I just put a little bit in there. That'll last me quite a while. And it's easier for me to control, and it won't get all everywhere. Have you ever tried traveling with one of these? It's impossible. If you do make it to your destination, you're going to have makeup, powder everywhere. You have to make sure you put it in a separate plastic bag. I mean, I still put this in a plastic bag, but it doesn't come out, But anyway, so that's what I do. Now, setting powders, and when I talk powders, I'm talking setting sprays and finishing sprays as well. Now, this is the finishing spray I'm going to be using in a minute. Well, I can use it now, can I? Oh, I already used it. I already used it when I set my concealer. I used this NYX matte finish. All right, finishing spray, just like the finishing powder. I use the finishing spray to just, like, if I get something too powdery and need to don't want to add more product, but you need to make it not kind of liquidy, fluid, so it movable, then I'll put that on there so to help move the product around and help whenever I just need to spread something around or set that particular thing. It's, well, not set it, but kind of smooth it out to blend it a little better. Okay, finishing spray, which I put it in this bottle. It's my Ben Nye's Final Seal, and I put some because I buy the big, what is it, 16-ounce jug. It's cheaper for me because that's my holy grail setting spray. Finishing Final Seal. It seals it. They don't call it a setting spray. They call it a sealer. And yes, it seals your face. It's kind of like, think of it as a, like when you have one of those food processor and you run your plastic zip, you know, not a food processor, but food sealer, storage bag sealer. You know, I have like one for the truck and one at the house, and you put these put your food in there, and it seals the plastic bag, just like seal from the store. That's what this does. And so that's how this Ben Nye's Final Seal does. And you don't want to use this every day. It's not for everyday use, you know. So you don't need to. That's just, I call that Fort Knox. That's Fort Knox of sealers, of the setting spray. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, so what I'm going to do a little, carve out a little nose, not much, just a little nose contour. I'm using powder, and the powder I'm using, it's Estee Lauder pressed powder that's too dark. That's why Estee Lauder, and I'll do a thing on Estee Lauder also. The Estee Lauder Double Wear, it's awesome foundation, awesome. And the powders are awesome also. However, the powders are not formulated for my undertone, my skin tone and undertone. I thought it's either too dark or too light. And they're all too cool. Even the dark one, like this, is a little cool tone. And see, I do warm undertones. So, and since the thing broke, the top broke, I couldn't return it because I dropped it and broke the top. So I said, well, you know, I'll just keep it and use it for a contour. It's dark enough for a powder contour. So that's what I use it for. All right. Put it a little underneath here. Add a little dimension. Get rid of that cow neck underneath there. Okay. Got that? Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. Now let's blend this baby out. Oh, let's go ahead and do the blush first. Put a little blush, and again, I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette, the dark one. They say dark. It don't look dark to me, but okay, whatever. Make sure I got the right brush. Okay, yeah, I have the right brush. All right. I use the dark one. Just put a little on the cheeks. I'm not trying to look made up. I'm going for the natural look again. I'm at work. I'm not trying to look all made up. Don't worry, I'm blending it out in a minute. I'm just putting it on. Just putting it on right now. Yeah. All right, then I'll take this big fluffy brush. Kind of blend. Oh, that's the blender. Right here. Blend it. Get everything blended together. You don't want to walk around with lines. And I know on camera, because I'm under all these lights, it might look shiny, but trust me, in the mirror, there's no shine. No shine. It's just because I'm under all the lights. The only shine you might see that's for real is on my ears because I oiled my hair before I started. I did, son. So you see shining on my ears, that is shine. For real. Okay, now we got that. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Make sure it's good because I'm getting ready to set this bad boy. And once it's set, baby. With this final seal being 9, there's no moving. Okay, so you got to get it right, baby. Got to get it right. Okay, now let's go through, get some powder. I'm going to put 1 spray. I think I'll use this, fix this NYX again. Put a thin spray of NYX. All right. Then, like I said, I'm going to be using this Fit Me loose finishing powder, but I transferred it into this small bottle. And I'll be using a sponge, a damp sponge, to apply it. I'm going to put a little bit in the cap here. If I had my mixing pan, I'd use the top part of the mixing pan that I have to put it in a damp sponge. Just do a little at a time. My sponge is already damp. And remember, you want to press your powder in. Press, press. Don't wipe it on and don't swipe it on. You wipe it and swipe it, all you're doing is wiping off your foundation. Okay? That's all you're doing. And you're moving everything around. So you want to press and pat and press. And also, the other reason for pressing it in, so it melts into your skin and fills in those pores. You have pores that although your primer should fill it in, but you know, some primers don't, or maybe some primers do, but just not good enough. But this will help fill in the pores. So you press it in. Press, bounce, bounce! Rock, skate! Roll, bounce! Some of y'all may not know that. But I know some of you brothers and sisters from the hood, from back in the day. Y'all remember that? Roll, skate, bounce. Yeah. Or one of my cousins, more bounce to the ounce. That was another one of my favorite. Who was that? Was that Zap? I can't remember if that was Zap or who, but anyway, that was another good one. Or Roger. Who was that? Maze featuring Roger? Yeah, y'all know. Okay. Yeah, we get it all on. Get it all on there. Now that I got it all on there, I'll go with the big Fluffy Fluff. This, I think this is an e.l.f., I think. I got one from the dollar store. If you get a fluffy like this, do not get the ones from the dollar store. They are flimsy, they're junk, not even worth $1, 5 cents. But this one I do believe is an e.l.f. one. And it's fairly decent. I think it was only like $2, $1 or $2. And then I just use it for a duster. Dust, dust, blend, blend, dust, dust, blend, blend. Dust off the excess. Blend it. But anyway, what I was explaining about when you put on your makeup, you want to start with a clean, dry face. Okay. Secondly, moisturize. After you do your toner and all that other stuff, you want to moisturize. Even if you have oily skin, you still need to moisturize. Get a moisturizer that is formulated for oily skin. After you moisturize, let that sit 5-10 minutes. The longer you let each layer sit, and I call them layers, you'll see for a minute. Okay, each layer sit. The reason for letting each layer sit, like your moisturizer, let it sit 5 or 10 minutes. Then you put your primer, let it sit 5 or 10 minutes. The longer you let it sit, it will conform to your, not conform, but melt into your skin. You know, it'll get a chance for your body temperature to heat it up, warm it up, melt into your skin. So you're not having products sitting on top of your skin. And a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, the reason why you have cake face, your makeup looks cakey or whatever, or just not, it may not even look cakey. It's like something just not right. That's why you can't pinpoint. It's like, I don't know what's wrong, but today my makeup is not your makeup. It's because you didn't allow your each layer to melt into your skin. Okay. So it can make it smooth and fill in the pores. So that's one reason why your makeup may not just be, something just not right. The other reason, it may be time to clean your brushes and your sponges and brushes. It could be that. Okay. Another thing could be you're not exfoliating your face. Yes, you need to cleansing. You know, how often you do it, that's up to you. But you need to exfoliate your face. And if you're wearing liquid lipstick, or any lipstick actually, but especially liquid lipstick, because especially matte liquid, or any liquid lipsticks, especially, you need to exfoliate your lips as well. Now, you can purchase lip scrubs, or just mix your own. Honey, whatever you have around the house, honey and sugar, molasses and sugar, whatever. Coconut oil and sugar, whatever. You can make your own. You don't have to, stuff that you already have around the house. You don't need to purchase lip scrub. Now, I do both because I just don't have time to make, and it don't take time. I shouldn't say that. Let me take that back, because it does not take any time to whip up a batch of lip scrub. Like I said, it's just sugar and oil, or sugar and essential oils, sugar and honey, whatever you want to mix it with. But that's all it is sugar. And I'm quite sure we all have sugar, granulated sugar around the house somewhere. Okay, so, but always exfoliate you can use that for your face also. But your lips, when you wear lipstick, that's why your lipstick, after a while, get bunched and gunky, and that's that dead skin coming up. Okay, and if you wear matte lipsticks like I do, especially liquid matte, they're unforgiving. They telltale. Honey, girl, honey, gonna make me say something up in here. Them matte liquid lipsticks, they don't play. All right, now we got that done. All right, we blended it. Now it's time for the Midnight. Like I said, this is an old Derma blend. Was this Derma blend? No, this was, what bottle was this? This was L'Oreal. I tried the L'Oreal setting spray. Don't waste your money. Same thing with the e.l.f. Now, I'm talking about for me. You all may want to try them, and they may work great for you. I've tried every drugstore brand setting spray, and some of the higher-end setting spray. But so far, the only ones, now the Kat Von D is fairly decent, and the Ben Nye Final Seal, that's my holy grail. Now, there's another one that's made by, who is it? Formulated, it's Scandinavia. I can't remember if that's the Urban Decay brand or what. But anyway, I'm going to try that one also. I'm going to order that when I'm going to use that. Oh, I do have some when I de-slick or whatever. But anyway, I have another, because I tried the Urban Decay All-Nighter the first couple of years ago, and it didn't work for me. It was no good. But I heard they reformulated it and all this other stuff, so we're going to give it a try. All right, but let's this Final Seal. Woo, boy. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. It smells like, when you smell it in the bottle, you know, it smells just like mouthwash. It's blue. I usually, you know, I usually give some to other people to try, and I put it in a clear bottle with a sprayer, and it's blue, and it smells just like mouthwash, exactly like mouthwash. But not Listerine mouthwash, but a Minty mouthwash. Yeah, not Listerine, just a regular Minty mouthwash. But it's my favorite, and I know it looks shiny in the mirror, in the camera, but trust me, there's no shine. Okay, we got that. We'll let that dry. That'll be that. Woo, boy. And let's do some lips. Now this, I already did the conditioner. This one comes with the lip balm on one end, kind of like, and they got it from L'Oreal, because L'Oreal Infallible liquid lipsticks, how on one end has the lip balm, and on the other end has the color. And this says it's Super Stay 24 color. Supposed to last 24 hours. I doubt that. Let me get the other mirror. I can't see in that. I doubt that. Now, as far as my drugstore products, I usually try to buy them from Walgreens, because Walgreens, you usually run sales on almost everything in the store. You know, buy one, get one half off of the second one. So, but if I can't get it at Walgreens, then I'll get it at Walmart. But just FYI, and Maybelline, as you know, is a drugstore brand you can get anywhere. You can even buy them at the other reason. Now, the good thing, I'm not really an Ulta fan, shopping at Ulta. But the good thing about shopping at Ulta, they do have drugstore brands like Maybelline, you know, and all that. NYX and Maybelline. And you can earn points. So, you know, I'll probably be doing more drugstore shopping at Ulta. No, I won't. No, I won't. And the reason I said that, I was going to. But the reason I said no, I won't, I'm going to keep buying my drugstore products at Walgreens. And the reason is because at Walgreens, I mean, yes, you earn points at Ulta, but at Walgreens, you earn points also. And the thing about Walgreens, when you purchase anything, not just makeup, but anything at Walgreens, using their reward system, you can actually, it's like cash. Like one time when I bought my aunt some makeup, I had like $29 credit on there that I used. So I used like $20 of it to help pay for the makeup. And then the last time, about a month or so ago, when I was home and went to Walgreens, I had $10. So that took $10 off my total bill. So yeah, that's why I say I'm going to keep going buying stuff from, yeah, sorry, Ulta. All right. And there you have it, ladies and gents. There we have full face Maybelline using the liquid lipstick. And like I said, on one end of this liquid lipstick, it has the conditioner or lip balm. Use the Fit Me. The Fit Me, here it is. Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And the Fit Me Foundation. That's what I used. Oh, and the big colossal Maybelline Chuck Berry. Okay, anyway, so that's it. Remember to like, thumbs up this video, please. Comment, leave a comment below. Constructive criticism is always welcomed as well. And most importantly, subscribe. Hit me with your best shot. Subscribe away. Have a blessed day, everyone.